Good morning. It's Rita and Teddy Bear and Benji here today for Cricket Chat. Um, let's see. I am starting something new this week because I found out on Monday that we had connection problems with the video, and I found out that it was because of my old laptop trying to keep up and it wasn't doing very well. And so, therefore, I'm just doing something a little differently. I'm watching my comments on my iPad and recording on my iPhone. So do let me know if everything is going okay. So this morning, wow, it's Wednesday, right? The 14th is getting so close to Hanukkah and Kwanzaa and Christmas and New Year's, and we're getting prepared for all of that. I have lots of things to show you and very few days to show you in, and because our Monday video was kind of messed up, I'm going to actually do the same thing but with snowman faces on. I think I'll do that on Friday. I don't know if we'll do it on Friday. We also have a really fun Yeti gift card ornament. It holds a Yeti, holds a gift card in like a package. We've done it before, but it's so popular. So we're going to try to do that. And then I have some other ones that I have designed for these 3-inch. Look at these. Aren't they cute? This was my dog Gwenny, and it says in loving memory. I'm going to show you how to do these 3-inch. And so there we go. There we go. All right, you're working on the Yeti now. Good morning, Eileen. How are you? Hi, Shirley. Hi, Annette. Good morning to everyone. So, yeah, it's cold here in New England, but can't complain. Actually, like the cold. Took the dogs out for a nice walk this morning, and we all are all bundled up, and so it's been okay with me. And we had a little bit of snow earlier in the week, and it's been kind of fun. So, let's talk about today. So today we're going to be doing this project. It's Santa's Magic Key. I'm not sure if anybody's ever seen this, but I was scrolling around on Pinterest. Let me just go to Pinterest and show you. I found a lot of magic key different things. So go to Pinterest and see what they got there. Okay, so there's Pinterest. And I was just looking for unique new kind of ornaments to make with my Cricut. And I came across this Santa's Magic Key, and I thought, well, this is really fun, especially for people who have like young ones, or maybe they have grands, any kind of little that they maybe are living in a place like an apartment or a house without a chimney, and they see the videos about how everybody. All right, all right. They see the videos about um how Santa needs to have a chimney. And so I was just intrigued by this. So let me just put in Santa's Magic Key. And I saw a few people that, yeah, the house is for any kind of house that has no chimney, right? No fireplace or chimney, which could be quite a lot. So I saw quite a few of these different ones, and all it has was like a little tag and a key. And you can use a real key. I did find they're not really real keys, but I did find these keys, and they could certainly be used for this. I got them on Amazon, and I will post a link on there. So then I went to Design Space and I went looking for some graphics. So let's go back here and open up my Santa Magic Key and tag. So um also, actually, while I'm waiting for this to open, because I don't know why it's taking so long to open, but um I just want to let you know there is a new update that's coming around. Some people may already have it. I don't think I have it yet, which is kind of weird. And I'm not sure why this is not clicking on, but okay, here it is. So all I did was design a tag here. And so to make it thick, I put paper cardstock, and then inside I put the white craft board. Now, if you don't have craft board, you can use chipboard, or you could even use cardstock and make three of them and glue them all together. And then I also found a key that I liked. And so I thought that looked sufficiently cheery enough for to be a Santa key. And what I did was I replicated it so that I would have a piece of craft board on the inside. And then I wanted to use this stuff. It's strong bond. I might have mentioned to you before that this was on sale. I think it was $10, but because I am a Cricut Access subscriber, I got an additional 20% off because I'm a premium subscriber. And then with my order, I was able to use my code, my Lincoln code, and get an additional 10% off and free shipping. This is a great little pack to have. It is foil iron on. It's not smart material, so it can work with any of the um machines, any of the Cricut machines, including the Joy. And there's 4 sheets of 12 by 12 in here. So I thought, considering how small these letters are, I thought it would be good to use that. And I'm going to show you how to cut it out. But let's go to images and we'll look for that Santa's magic key. So all I did was do a search for Santa's magic key, and I found a few. This is the one that I liked the most. I was kind of going towards this, but I wanted something a little more, I don't know, Victorian looking, because Santa, and he seems to favor that era. And so this is the one I chose. It's by Diva Watts Designs, and it is free if you are a Cricut Access subscriber. Now, this person here, Diva Watts Design, is a designer and part of our CAP program, Contributing Artist Program at Cricut. So you'll notice that it normally costs 99 cents. I'm assuming that that's for people who are not Cricut Access subscribers. And because I'm an Access subscriber, it's free to me. Okay, so I'm going to choose that one, but I'm going to make some changes in it. Sorry, my nose is running a little bit. So here is the image. Now I'm just going to move these things over here. So you can see from this image, that it has a lot more on there than I need. So I'm going to, first and foremost, I'm just going to ungroup it. And I don't need these side pieces here, um, because I just think it's a little too much for what I'm going for. So I am going to ungroup it. And then for this one, I'm going to hit contour, and I'm going to choose hide all contours. And then I'm just going to come back and unhide, I don't know what the word is, but all the letters, and just kind of get out the corners. There are other ways to do this. This is, for me, the easy way. but you might find another way. So here's Santa's, and then we'll take also this magic key and we'll put it down here. I actually made it a little bit bigger, but you play with it if you want. Once I had it into a space that I liked, and at this point, I'm not worried about size. I'm just worried about proportions, right? So over here, this is my original one, and you can see that I made the magic keyword be the same size as Santa, sort of the same width as Santa there. So I like that. And for this one here, I chose this wording for our home without a chimney. I believe I got that from, let me go back and Santa's magic key. And oh, I think I originally thought that I would take this one. Um, let's see, for our home without a chimney. And then I decided against it, and I just basically took and deleted all of these. I kept the key, which I'll put over here. And then I did text, and I wrote in the text for our home without a chimney. Okay. And then I went up to the font and I chose one of the new fonts, the BFC fonts that I liked, that was kind of it's going to look good in all uppercase. So I'm trying to remember which one I chose, that I wanted it to match that sort of Santa thing, the Santa Magic Key. So I think I might have chosen this, which is called Birthday Party. So let's choose that for this one. Now, obviously, it is quite large, so I need to shrink it down so it will fit with my other part of my image. And this is at the this is the place where I decided, I think I'm not going to cut this out in vinyl. I think I'm going to cut it out in iron on, because I felt like vinyl, we could end up with some problems with with the little tiny letters. All right, so now I have for our home without a chimney under here, which I think it looks really nice, don't you? And then I'm going to grab all three of them, and I'm going to come down here to combine, and I'm going to weld them. So that's looking pretty good. I'm thinking that I'm going to make my tag red. And so I'm going to use gold. And so I just go up here to the operation and choose the gold color. And then we'll talk about the key. So this is the key. I wanted to make it fairly big so that it would look pretty obvious. And then I thought, I think what I'll do is I will make I will iron on both sides of a piece of craft board. So I need to duplicate this 2 times, and one time will be my craft board, and I'll change that to white. And then this one I want to put on the front. You see, this one will match, so arrange it to the front, and you see that will cover this. But this, if I want it to be on the back as well, I need to make a change in this. So I'm going to choose a flip. Sorry, I'm going to flip it vertical. Okay. So now I have 3 pieces. I have 2 pieces that I'm going to cut out in the foil iron on, and then we have this one middle piece that's the craft board. Okay, so we're getting there, we're almost set. We need a tag, so let's go over to images and look for a tag. I think I actually also went to shapes and looked at the tags in shapes, but if you want a lot of selection, you can certainly do this. and there are so many tags here. So I think also in shapes, let's go to shapes, that there's also a tag. Yes. So this one here looks pretty cool. So I'll choose that one. Mr. Benjamin, stop. All right, so I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. Now I got this from Shapes. So I want to put, I do need chicken soup. We're making chicken soup. We're making chicken soup later today. Oh, um, yes, sorry. It is very cold here, and I am a little stuffed up. I apologize. I don't know. I think it might be the heat. Anyway, so our gift tag has no hole in it to put the ribbon and attach the key. So we need to add a shape. So we're going to add a circle, and I will make it small. I think I'll make it about a quarter of an inch. So I'll do 0.25. That might be a little small. Maybe I'll make it a little bit bigger. Let's make it a little tiny bit bigger. Okay. Uh, yeah, that's good. So that's 0.4. Now, they're different colors. So let me just change this to white so you can see what I'm doing. So here's my tag. And I am going to place it where I want it to be, which is up here in the corner. I'm going to try to roughly get it evenly spaced. And then I'm going to select them both. And I'm going to come down here to slice. All right. Once I slice it, you'll see, remember, slicing is like cutting with cutting cookies with a cookie cutter. So you have all that extra stuff and we don't need that. So there it is. And let's change it to red. It's really starting to look like we want it to look. And now we're going to think about proportions. So let me rotate this 90 degrees so we can kind of start thinking about this proportions. I'm going to arrange this to the front. And now I can, because I have this whole thing set out as one image, I can now start making it fit my tag. So here it looks like it might fit the tag pretty easily. I might make it a little bit smaller. Remember, you can always unlock it. And if you want to make the proportions a little bit different, like that, unlocking does help. It's still a little bit big for me, so I'm going to make it a little smaller. There we go. Now I'm not going to attach this to this image. I'm not going to attach the tag to the image because I'm going to cut this out along with these keys in the iron on. Okay. But I want my tag to be very similar to my keys, in that I want it to be sort of thick. So I'm going to duplicate it twice. One, two. I'll leave one of them as red, and then I'm going to change this one to white. Okay. And this will just be on the inside. You won't even see it. So this is actually the entire project. I'm going to just select this one, group it, and hide it so you can see what it's going to look like. Okay. And then we're going to hit make it. We're all set. And by the way, before you hit make it, if you're doing this on your own, if you're creating it on your own, do be sure to save it. Okay. So it's real important that you save it, and you don't want to like lose it or anything. So I'm going to just show you how I do that. It's already been saved, but I'm just going to hit save and save it. It will tell me my project has been saved. So then I'm going to hit make it. And here we go. So remember, the white is going to be craft board, the red is going to be cardstock, and the gold is going to be um, iron on. So iron on needs to be mirrored. So first, let's make two because I don't want to waste my materials. So I want to use as much as I can. And I'm finding that, look, this fourth one is not working out so well. I'm going to see if I can squish it over here, and I can. So that's cool. right? And then let's see, our white is right here. And then the gold, I need to make sure that I mirror it. So there it's mirrored. You can't really see it too well, um but that's okay. It's going to be okay. This is what we do with iron on. We always mirror our projects. Okay? And I'll show you why once we get this cut out. So then we're going to hit continue, and I'm going to get my materials ready. All I need for this is 3 mats. I need my cardstock mat, which is red. This is Cricut regular cardstock. Then I have my craft board mat right here. And then I'll have another mat that I'll put my iron on. So let me show you that. I'm going to move you for a second. In a second. Okay, here we go. So there's my cardstock. There is my craft board. You remember craft board? It's nice and thick. If you can't find craft board, you can't find it. You could use chipboard. If you can't find chipboard, go into the kitchen and grab yourself a cereal box. You can use that in a pinch for chipboard. Okay, and then so for the third piece, I'm going to use, or for the third mat, I'm going to use this. This is called Strong Bond Foil Iron-On. It is the Very Merry Sampler. And so I did pick this up. I thought it was a great deal at Cricut. So let us open it up and see what we get. Oops, that's a very sticky mat. And let's cut this tape. Sometimes you can get the tape up without cutting it, which is what I like to do. There we go. So what do we get in here? We get four sheets of iron-on in foil. And here's the gold, which we want, but there's also red and green and silver. Now remember, we used the red and green before for our gingerbread and peppermint man banner. And then we're going to take the gold and we're going to put it, the shiny side, the pretty side down. Okay, so we're going to put this right on here. And if it helps, and it will help me, you can tape this down. Okay, so let me just grab some masking tape. You can use masking tape or you can use painter's tape or anything like that. Also, washi tape works in a pinch. So here we go. Just gonna put that there, and maybe I'll put some on the bottom because I really don't like that it sticks up. And even if I had a brayer handy, which I do somewhere, I do have it, it still wouldn't all stick all that well. So I do that as sort of my little insurance so that it won't roll up and cause a problem with my machine. I've had too many times I've worked with mats that don't have enough stick, and what happens is the material will actually jam your machine. Okay, so let's go back to our screen. And for this one, the gold one, we will go into browse all materials and we're going to scroll down to iron on. Or you could also type in foil iron on at the top. But I like doing the scroll. And here it is, foil iron on. So I'm going to choose that one. I'm going to hit done. And this is just my little preference. I always change the pressure to more. Okay, so let's come over here to our machine. And we are going to place this in here just like that. Hit the forward button or the load button. And I'm putting a little tiny bit more tape here because you never know. Tape is your friend. And then I'm going to hit the play button, okay, or the go button. So while that is cutting out, cracker boxes work the same. Yes, 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 yes. Yeah, cereal boxes, anything. If you're an upcycler like I am, I like to use things such as, like, if I buy the candles, which I buy all the time. So I buy these candles from Bath and Body Works, which I really love. And then when it's over, you can't recycle this glass. So I just clean them out, and then I either turn them into little containers like this. Sometimes I decorate them, sometimes I don't. But these ones aren't decorated, but it holds all of the pens. I love my Cricut pens. So it's going to be cutting this out. While it's cutting it out, I will talk to you about a few things. First thing is, if you are friends with Crafting with April, my friend April, who is just such a talented person, talented designer. Today she is at the hospital. Her father is having major surgery, and if you are a praying person or somebody who sends, good vibes, or whatever you happen to do, will you think of April's father? I think his name is Jim. And if you think of him, and maybe just say a prayer that he makes it through the surgery okay, and that he recovers quickly and well. I know April's very nervous, and she is on today. So if you can, while you're listening, say a little prayer, or just send her well wishes, and I know she would very much appreciate that. The other thing is, I wanted to talk to you about the giveaway, because we're in the last few days of the giveaway. We give away every month. I give away on my channel a prize, or some sort of prize. So we decided recently that we're going to give away a very large prize once a month. I was doing smaller prizes and everybody was having fun with that, but I thought, I'm so in love with my Cricut Maker 3 that I figured everybody should have an option to use it. So I decided that I was going to give away Cricut Maker 3, and everything. It comes with everything. It's one of those bundles on Cricut. It's a $680 value, plus I'm going to be throwing in a learning plan. In whoever the winner is, their choice, they can have either the paper or the vinyl learning plan. Now, if you've not heard about these learning plans, they are pretty fabulous. Next week I'm going to show you what they're about. Is it next week? No, actually, I'm going to show it to you the week after Christmas, because I'm assuming that a lot of people might be getting it for Christmas, and it's a great way to learn your brand new machine. So we're going to be doing that, and we're going to be picking the winner. We do it once a month now, so we're going to be picking the winner, and sorry, I was looking at the chat. We're picking the winner, and let's see, it's going to be next week. I think it's on the 23rd, which is the last business day, the last weekday before the holiday, before the Christmas holiday. Next week, because I am so behind on my stuff, and I have a live, like, in person uh thing going on Saturday, which I think I might have mentioned to you guys. I'm being Mrs. Claus for a pancake breakfast with Santa on Saturday morning. So this is at, if you're local, this is at Create and Escape. My friend Wendy has a retail store in downtown Peabody called Create and Escape DIY Workshop. And this is her last event of the year. She's going to close up shop. She's got to clean and organize and plan for the new year. She's been going nonstop. So because I have that live in-person event, I'm going to be taking Monday and Tuesday of next week off. So just be prepared for not seeing me on Monday and Tuesday, but I will be back on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and we'll do some last minute projects for the holiday. And then I will return the day after Christmas, which is a Monday, the 26th, also known as Boxing Day, and I will be returning then, and we'll be talking about the new year, and we'll also be welcoming all of the people that got brand new machines in the first couple weeks of after the holiday. So the week between Christmas and New Year's, and then also the beginning of January, we'll be talking about just basics. So I want you guys to be prepared for the possibility that we're going to have some people that don't know what they're doing, and you guys have you want pictures. um Have I nailed? Okay, so Diana, that's the other thing. That's why I'm taking a couple days off. I am so behind in giving out projects and sending them out. It's just I've been so crazy busy, and I just haven't done them. But I will. I have all the lists and all the emails, but I will do it. Okay, so here is our cutout. I'm not going to do the other cutouts because I think you can handle that, and I don't want to take up too much of your time. So here it is, and we're just going to remove the tape. And obviously I didn't use the entire bit, so I am going to save that. All right, I'll remove my tape. Sometimes the tape gets cut up here. That's okay. And let me remove the tape on the bottom. I'll show you what to do there. I'm sorry, Dorothy. I was planning on responding. I know I'm so behind. I keep telling my sister that she needs to help me because she's the organized one. I'm the middle child, and I am extremely creative, but I am not exactly very good um, at responding to things. It's just, I'm so sorry. I almost feel like I feel badly because I told you guys I'm going to do it. It will happen. It's sort of like my bills. I will pay them, but on time, maybe not. So I apologize to you all that are waiting for things. I will try to get them out. That's sort of been my goal this week and then next week. And as you guys know, Santo, who's my significant other, I guess you call him, has been away in the Dominican. He's Dominican, so he's been in the Dominican Republic for 2 weeks. He said he was going for 1 week, and so I'm a little bit mad that he went for 2 weeks, but he's coming back, I think, today. I'm not terribly sure, but the communication's a little bit difficult. He does call me from there, but it's not very long and all of that. So I'm just cutting these out. Makes it easier for me to cut them out. So then once it's all cut out, I'm going to take my weeding tool, which this one's a little crooked. Let me look for a different one. Yeah, so as far as Mrs. Claus goes, I don't know if my wig is going to come in on time, but I think that my this morning I opened up my door to walk the dog and there was a box from Amazon. I didn't have time to open it, but I think that it has my Mrs. Claus costume in there. So we have that. I'm just hoping that my wig comes in because it's such a fabulous looking wig, and it's like really like white hair, long and all like in a bun with the tendrils and everything. So cute. So if you want to do this using your iron on, you're going to need an iron. And I actually got my brand new Cricut Easy Press Mini in Zen Blue. I picked that up at Michael's, and I want to show it to you. We're going to use that to once we weed this whole thing, we're going to use that. And then here is the Santa's workshop. Watch this. So I'm just going to peel this off. Is Mom there? Hi, Mom. Hi. Good morning. Yeah, late. You're up late. Yeah. Mom comes up in and feeds my little guinea pigs. Actually, they're Owen's guinea pigs, but you know. Okay, so I'm just going to weed this. I have to be real careful. It's quite thin, but can you imagine trying to do this with vinyl? It would be so hard. So I just like to do things like this with iron on. So I'm just going to weed this. Hopefully everything comes out right. So I haven't got any of my Christmas decorations up. I don't even have. I have my Christmas dishes because it's just sort of a thing that I always do right after Thanksgiving. So I put out my Christmas dishes. I've been uh, I've been using those for a long time, probably close to 30 years. They're from They're from, what are they? They're from Faltzcraft, and I've had them. I have a huge set of Christmas dishes, so that's that. And but that's it. I don't have anything else. And my son is at the age where he just like doesn't want to decorate, and I'm like, all of the stuff is in the basement in what my sister would call my Monica room. So I guess that's a thing on Friends. My sister likes that sitcom called Friends, and I guess Monica has a room nobody goes into. Well, I also had one of those rooms that nobody went into, but my son decided that he was going to make a studio out of that room. And now there's so much stuff in there that I can't get at my Christmas stuff. So I need more cooperation here, and it's just not happening. All right, so there we go. There is, and I did notice it's a little bit of an issue here on the Y. So I'm going to try to get this Y lined up. All right. So we are ready to iron on. Just want to take a few of these things out of here. Okay. So let's grab our Cricut Easy Press Mini. If you've been watching me, you know that I dropped this thing several times. Don't worry if you drop it once. I mean, I dropped it a ton of times, and it caused it to malfunction. And so now I've got a new one that I picked up at Michael's. And also I have one coming from Cricut. But I was like, I need to have my Easy Press Mini. I can't live without my little Easy Press Mini. So here are our little pieces of cardboard. I just need 2 of them. And I am going to put my iron on right on here. This is one I did before. And where's the one I just did? here. This, oh no, this is the one I did before, and this is the one I just did. So let's do this one. This also got a bunch of blue glitter on it. I don't think that's going to cause a problem, but let's find out. Now, the Easy Press Mini, if you have it, you don't have it, it's a great little machine. It comes in like a red raspberry or this blue Zen blue. There isn't anything different except for the color, and you can check to see what level you're going to put this on Cricut's website. Just look up the heat guide. I know from past experience I only need to turn it on to low, which is that one squiggly line. So let's wait for that to heat up, and then we'll also get our keys. So again, as I mentioned about the keys, we're going to be doing that on both sides. So let's cut this out. Anyway, so the giveaway ends for this month, ends next week. So if you haven't got your name in, please, please, please don't forget to put your name in, and I will draw the winner next week on a very special show of Cricut Chat with Miss Rita. So let's see. We're going to just make sure this is cleaned up. I wish I didn't. I was playing around with blue glitter yesterday. Mistake. I was trying to come up with a better way to do something. You know, I'm always trying things out. Doesn't always work. Whoop, there's my Easy Press ready to roll. I have a little tiny piece of gold here. Normally, I would take my, I wonder if, you know what? I'm going to try this. I normally would get my lint roller and use it to remove any lint or extra stuff. But I'm going to use my, this works. I'm using my masking tape. Oh no, it picked up the, oh no, what am I doing? I'm crazy. Oh well. Lint roller is less sticky, I guess. Oh my gosh, I messed this up. You guys, see? Sometimes it doesn't always it doesn't work to experiment. At least don't experiment when you're live on a video. On Should have done this before, but I hadn't thought of it. Oh dear. Oh dear. I'm trying to get my, oh, there it is. All right. Okay. not not your best idea, I know, right? Not my best idea. But this is called trial and error, I guess. And the error, to return the error. Oh my darling. Oh my goodness. There's the T. Oh, let's go backwards and see if that. Oh, it's a mess. It's a mess. Let's use the other one. I'll have to go back offline and try to fix that up. You know what I could do? This is what I'm going to do. I am going to take this part off like that. And I will just cut out this bit later. Okay. So there we go. All right. So we're going to line this up, and I have my surface protected with, yeah, that was not my best idea. Thanks for being honest about it, right? Final surgery. All right. So this is what is going to happen. It's all heated up, and I'm just going to take my Easy Press Mini and sort of just iron it on, it only is supposed to go for 25 seconds. However, look here. I see that this E is not right. Well, I'm just batting 1,000 today, aren't I, guys? There we go. There we go. All right. Now, foil, depending on what you're ironing it on, can pick up a little bit of the texture of what you're ironing it on. So I want to just show you what I mean by that. So here is my original, and you see if you're turning it slightly, you can see that it has a little bit of texture that it's picked up from the paper. So if you want to avoid that, I'd say use a very non-textured bit of paper. But this is Cricut cardstock, and Cricut cardstock has texture on it. So let us try removing it and see what has happened. It's working. All right, here we go. It's working. There we go. Let's do the key now. So there we go. We'll put it all together in a second, but we're going to make the key. So this is the key. And here are my cutouts for my keys. So remember, we flipped one. That is going to go on the back of the key so that it'll look nice and authentic, like a real key. Now, again, if you want, you can buy these keys. I did buy them at Amazon, but there were like 20 in the grouping. They're really cute. I bought them, and now I'm like, well, I kind of wanted to make my own key, so I think I'll find another use for them. Okay, so I'm going to iron on the top of the craft board. And here we go. So we're going to flip it over and do the other side, but I want to see if this worked on this side. It did. All right. So now we're going to flip it over, and we have to find the appropriately flipped. Here it is. There we go. Okay. So remember, it's 25 seconds constant movement, but the reason why you're doing the 25-second constant movement is that it's not a very big surface on there, but you do need to move it. So you put a little bit more time into it, and you're not going to watch the clock too much. Yes, Valentine's, definitely. Good idea, Lori Joe. We'll find a craft to do it. I don't worry about stuff like that. My sister's always on my back about why did you buy 100 of those? Well, I got to do it for a craft, and I needed 10, so I bought 100. Um, she doesn't get the mind of a crafter. Okay, so there's my key. Look at it on both sides. Isn't that cute? Now we have to turn this on. Well, I could probably do these other keys. No, we'll just show you the whole thing as it goes. So I'm going to put this aside, turn it off or whatever. And then we'll put together these pieces. So remember, we have this craft board piece, and we have this, and it's going to go just like that. Oh, I have the craft board incorrect. Okay. All right. And we can use our glue, which is where, okay, here's my glue. And I'm going to glue this to the craft board. Or if you wanted to, you can use double stick tape. And actually going to move this. Here we go. And put the glue on the other side. Line this up. Now, if you are a real stickler and you do not like this here, showing that in there, you can do one of two things. One, you could cut that middle piece out of cardstock that's red that matches, or you can take a pen, and I'm going to use, where are they? I'm going to use my gold pen from Cricut that we were using last week. This is a marker, and you can take that little marker and you can just ink this gold, which is kind of cute, right? You can do this like this, or you can use ink on that. So it's up to you. I actually don't mind that the white's there, so that's fine. Then the last step is adhering them together. I found this ribbon that I bought some time ago, and I decided that I was going to use the gold and the red and green, and I had it all nice and ready for us, but it's kind of unraveled a little bit. I'm just going to cut this here and take a nice length, maybe about 12 inches. I'm going to fold it in half. Right. I'm going to stick it through the hole like this. Find the loops, with all three of the ribbons, and create a fun 3-ribbon effect. Then I will separate them again and take my key and put it in there inside the key. Put my ribbon inside the key like this. So we wanted to make an ornament, so that's what we're doing this. You could obviously turn this into like a sign or something if you wanted to, but I am making an ornament that I'm going to put on my Christmas tree. I do have a chimney, but I just find this is such an adorable ornament. It's worth it to put it on my tree. And I'm having trouble. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. And I'm super excited about my in-person appearance on Saturday. And yes, I will get you pictures. I'm not a huge picture person, but I figure it's necessary. My sister was like, "You could wear it for Christmas." I'm like, "Nah, I don't think so. I don't think I'm going to wear it for Christmas." But but there you go. Santa's magic key for our home without a chimney. Isn't it adorable? So cute. So cute. So there we go. Um I love the 3-ribbon look. Yeah, I thought it was kind of fun. I mean, they put it on here. It kind of reminds me, remember curling ribbon? I don't even know if they still make that stuff, but I used to love it. And there's our magic key for our home without a chimney. So if you want to make this project, it's so easy. And I want to just come back here and take the last minute or two of our video to show you how you would get this project to make. So you don't have to recreate the whole thing. I mean, clearly you could recreate the whole thing and I show you how to do that, but why not, grab another person's file and use them. So I'm going to just group this together and then I'm going to save it. Now, if you created your own file, you could, once you've saved it, you could click right here on the name. Okay. When you click here, you'll see there's a toggle switch. It says make public in design space, which you can turn on. And then you can actually go in here and do edit project details. And I can go ahead and add a photo. So I think I'll do that. I'm going to go to my photos and let's have a look what we got. Come on, photos. Up there it is. So let's grab that and hit open, and it's going to put my photo in there. And then while I'm waiting for the photo, I put in a description. Actually, you have to go in and change all of the copy, because after I wrote the description, I then later on decided to use the iron on. Okay. So then I hit save. I'm assuming my picture got in there. It looks like it did. And so let me show you where to find it once I save this. Come on. Come on. I don't know why it's taking so long. And as far as once we all get the new update, which won't be until the end of the week, I'll show you all the different things that they've added for it. Why is this taking so long? I want to save and close. Come on. So tomorrow we're doing the Yeti. And save. Come on. Cancel. Yeah, close without saving, I guess. And then I'll try it again. Edit project details, do a plus sign, do photos, pick a photo. This is one. Open it up. And it takes a minute. Come on. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer than I think it's supposed to take. Well, I don't know. I guess I'll do save and see what happens. Hi. All right. So tomorrow we're going to be doing the Yeti, which is it's kind of a combination ornament and gift card holder. It's so cute. I've done it before, but I'm doing it in glitter this time. So I think you're going to really love it. I don't know what's going on here. So I can't really show you. I apologize. It might have something to do with the update. So that is it ready, Yeti? I love the Yeti. Yeti, Yeti, Yeti. It reminds me of my sister. We call her, her name is Annette, and we call her Nettie. So it's the Nettie Yeti. I think maybe I'll make one for her and put a little gift card in there. When I go up to see her next, she'll have a nice little gift card. But I have to find something that's also up in New Hampshire, which they don't always have very many things up there. They have like a Walmart. I don't know if she's going to want a Walmart gift card. It's not very, but it is sort of, I don't know. Maybe I'll get a Walmart gift card. Or Amazon. She could do the Amazon thing, I guess. So I don't know what's going on here with my design space. It's possible that I was supposed to get the update and I didn't update it or whatever. So that can happen. If this happens to you, do not fear. You will be able to save it eventually. I'm going to close without saving. And then I think what I'll do is I will X out of design space, quit my design space. And then when it's quit, I will open it up again. And hopefully it'll be like, oh, by the way, you have to update to the new system. All right, so that's going to be it. It updated yesterday. Okay. Aw. All right, everybody. That's it for me. I think it is updating. That's it for me. I hope you have a lovely day, and I'll see you again tomorrow when we make a Yeti, adorable Yeti from cardstock, and we're going to enclose a gift card in there. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you all. And again, don't forget about sending little prayers or good vibes to my friend April's father, who is in surgery right now, and we want him to do well and recover well. So that is a good thing. All right. That's it for me for today. You guys have a great day. Take care.